viruses. The symptoms of this illness are pretty mundane on the face of it. It's a dry cough, fever, and then breathing problem.
BBC barely fits. Look, there's the fan. Move these out of the way. Barely, dude.
You're lucky.
As usual. It's my first unassisted build, so I'm not gonna have any support that I can think of anyways. Here, besides me, my girlfriend, and YouTube, but these are the parts. We're rocking some CORSAIR LPX 3000 megahertz speed, 16 gigs. We're also going to be running the Z390 Pro MSI motherboard. I'm going to be rocking 8700K. I know people are probably thinking this cooler is too tiny for it, but I'm trying to go for something small. And I don't plan on overclocking it for him, so I'm going to be using this Noctua NHL9i, as well as a CORSAIR 550 watt, I think it's 80 bronze, 80 plus bronze rated, so should be pretty reliable. A SSD, it's going to be rocking 1 terabyte of storage for it. I might get them, what is it called? God damn it, I can't remember the name of it. Fucking memory stick, thumb drive looking freaking hard drives they got nowadays. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. Anyways, I'll be giving him my Nitro R9 Fury, which is pretty good GPU. I know it's like 4 years old, but it's still pretty decent GPU. These are the fans I'm going to be rocking. I'm not sure if this case comes with fans. I believe it does come with at least one, but this is the Fantex P300 with the tempered glass case, so it's pretty it's like a mid-size. So yeah, so this is the Z390A Pro from MSI. We're gonna be rocking. It's big.
Oh my god.
That's the case and the motherboard. We don't need this thing right now. Put this away. Yeah. We'll start with the easy stuff, which is the CPU. I can't really show you, but it's from Intel.
Yeah, don't do that.
It's from a very special friend.
It's too late.
But it is 8700 non-K. So if you look here, there's a little notch there, and that notch matches that notch right there. So you're gonna match these together. So it'll go like this. So you'll start by lifting this retention bracket here. You know, from the last 2 times. This will go ahead and pop up like that. And these are all pins here, so be careful because if you
bend one?
Yeah, when you bend these pins, it's over. So you put it in with 0 insertion force.
Let it fall.
Yeah, let it fall into place, give it a wiggle, and then you'll go ahead and take your whatchamacallit here, and make sure it falls behind this screw here, right there. You bring that in. That's supposed to pop out,
Oh my
so
god,
it's completely normal. This will pop out, and you'll continue bringing this pin down and lock it behind this thing here. Boom. So that is now set in place. Next, we're gonna put our cooler, CPU cooler. God, I hope I did that. Oh wait, oh man, this stuff comes with some really sexy thermal paste. I'm kind of jealous because man's gonna have some pretty cool temps with this CPU, better than mine. I have a pretty badass PC.
I saw it.
Thanks to Shaggy. So shout outs to Shaggy. Link to his Twitter, Twitch, and I don't think he has a YouTube. It will be down below in the description. But anyways, the RAM that Priscilla dropped, that iCantPickaName dropped the other day.
Okay, but what is it doing on the kitchen table, honey?
It was a display to show the world the coming greatness. You know what I'm saying?
What are we supposed to eat?
Yeah, I mean, we don't eat at the table.
The kids? I have to prepare the food on here. This is my table to prepare food.
To eat on the floor.
Anyways.
But these two sticks are gonna go here. And from my understanding,
Oh.
the closest two RAM slots from the CPU are the ones that you're gonna populate. And that little notch will tell you which way it goes. And you can tell by this little notch here that it's gonna go in this configuration here. So you'll move these two tabs off to the side and push down and they'll click.
Oh.
Do the same thing over here and they'll click. And those are installed. Now we can see which way we're going to mount the CPU. So here is our CPU fan pin, which you're going to want to put your CPU cooler wire in a position where it's not. Because if you put it wrong, like if I put it like this, it's all weird. If I put it like this, it's not going to be able to go around, or it's going to be weird. So I think I'm going to do it this way, so that it sets right there. This is going to be like weird, but these screws that come with the CPU cooler are going to go back here, like so. Careful not to scratch the edges of the motherboard. Get fucked up. And then we're gonna put orient this in the position that it's gonna be fitting on the motherboard. This makes sense. It's gonna go like this. So we'll put this upside down like this. Flip the mobile over. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put my paste here. Just dead sitting there. You don't really need a whole lot. Just a little pea-sized smidge. And these are pretty good. Okay. They don't have to be super tight either.
Yeah, I didn't tighten that at all.
We'll find out. And it's crazy how it really fits. Power connector to the CPU fan header here. I think it goes. I don't think it matters which way it goes.
Are you sure?
I don't know. Maybe it does. Yeah, okay, so it does matter.
It does matter.
That's that. Got the RAM, got the CPU, and the cooler installed. So I guess we can start opening up our case. So this part comes right off by just grabbing onto the bottom, and it'll. I already popped it off, but it's really easy. You just pull it off this way, and everything will pop off. And down here, you will see some a hard drive base, and usually the manufacturers put the screws and stuff you're gonna need there. These tiny little screws. Yeah. Let me take them out.
No.
We use a little RAM thing here to hold them all. And if you notice these, you'll have some of these here like this. These are gonna go, depending on the size of your motherboard, you have different sized standoffs. These are called standoffs. And you'll have these standoff slots here. 1, 2, 3. Usually one in the middle. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So here we have 9, so I should have 9 here. 9 standoff pins. And we have 1. That's great. Oh, they're already inserted. Cool.
Jesus.
So they're already installed here in the case, if you notice here. So, using the CPU cooler as like your handle here, you can kind of fit it. Oh, actually, shit, we gotta put the IO shield first. Sorry, IO shield. We gotta put this here. And this is really easy, actually. You just kind of line it up and then push the edges in. You'll hear it snap. You should hear it snap. Don't be afraid to be rough on it.
Not too rough.
Not too rough now. What's on there? That, you'll hear it snap into place rather. And once every corner is snapped into place, you can use it as a guide. Grab your motherboard by the CPU cooler and sort of go in carefully. Oh no! Oh,
No?
Ooh, I didn't know if it was gonna clear.
So it's in?
Kind of. There we go.
Oh, you see that? Oh, it works nicely. It's very good.
There we go. So once you got this lined up, if you look over here as well, the motherboard used those standoffs that I was telling you about earlier as your guide to let them fall into place. Usually I use, well, not usually because it's really not like that big, but I use, in this case, the middle standoff hole as a guide point. Once I put it in, it'll fall into place with the rest of the other 8. From here, you just screw them all in. When screwing these in, they don't have to be super tight because then you might damage your motherboard. Just a little tight. So if you're having trouble getting
Things to stick.
the little, what are these called, screws in the motherboard to go down because they keep falling, a really easy trick is magnetize the tip of your screwdriver. There's some magnets here, so just magnetize it and it should not work. YouTube makes it work all the time, but it's not working in our case.
I didn't know that.
They do it on YouTube and it looks all cool because it's like, oh wow, Misty.
An actual magnet.
Yeah, no.
Magnetized. Thing.
No.
Pre-magnetized. That's sad.
Yeah.
I mean, that's cute though, babe.
Hey, you know, you win some, you lose some. Oh, now it's not working. Wow. What size are these?
What's that? I like this little thing. I want to keep it for myself,
I
actually.
don't know what that is.
But I'll keep it in. You know what? I'll use it for my nails. Thanks, babe.
If you don't know, your fans actually, you could put them for different settings. So if you look here, you can see it. There's arrows
Yes.
that tell you which way the airflow, the fan is going to be moving. So it's going to be moving in that direction and pushing air out to that direction.
Nice.
So you can use that to tell you if you want to be blowing air out in that direction. In this case, I want to be bringing air in from the bottom.
Why?
So that it can keep all the parts here cool because they run hot.
And then blow it out that.
And then this is going to be our intake fan, and this one will be our, I can't tell, but it looks like it's going to be shooting air out. Our exhaust fan. Yeah, it's going to be shooting air out. Miss Can't Pick a Name went to go take care of the laundry real quick. Night laundry. But this is going to be your USB 3.0. I'll go ahead and keep going without it for a little bit. You're going to go ahead and route this through one of these ports here. And well, I'll show you. You'll route it through, let's say, for example, here, this one here, right there. And if you look on the other side, it'll take you here to your USB 3.0 header, which is this red one here, I think it is. No, I'm wrong, this one here. It says USB 3 right there. It's hard to read because I'm not in the lighting. A little bit better lighting. So again, it's gonna go right here. And actually we'll go one down. We'll go one down, and it only goes in one way. It's got a little notch hole here, as well as a notch here on the side of the actual USB header, I guess is what it's called. Damn it, why won't it? There we go. You'll line those two up and it'll go in. It's very hard one-handed. Now I understand what Kyle over at Bitwit is experiencing every time he builds one of these. Alright, so it took a little force, but I got it in. That's what she said. I noticed that there is a holder here for our 1 terabyte SSD that's going to go right here. So we're going to go ahead and start on that. So these particular connections are going to go here in this section here. Really hard to see. Right there in this one here. It's the JFP1. Let's see if I can zoom in right there. JFP1. I'll do a little guide on how to do that in a bit, but first we're going to connect our HD audio, which is this one. As you can see, it's got these holes with one hole blocked off, and it's it matches. And here's our HD audio connector with one pin missing where that hole is blocked. So that one's gonna go there. Let me see if I can do this with one hand. So I'm gonna line it up like that, like so. I'll get back there. I think that's good. All right, so I'm not sure if I got these little JFP1 connections secured necessarily. I'm missing a couple, it looks like. I don't know, maybe just because the case is designed a specific way, but whatever. I also, let me see, went ahead, I kind of skipped ahead a little bit, sorry, but I put this fan here, which is a, I don't know what millimeter fan, but it's a medium size fan. I'm not good with I haven't worked with enough PCs to know the monitor or the fan sizes just off the top of my head, and they're not numbered. But it's a medium size fan. And I put it here. It's a bigger one, so good exhaust, and I'm gonna put two of the smaller ones here. And the pins to those go here. Can you give me that little blue pen? Miss Can't Pick a Name.
There you go, sir. Number one dad.
Thank you, Lonnie. So this fan here connects to that port there, and this fan here, I connected it to this port here, and they'll be labeled system fan. Can't really see it that well, unfortunately, but they're labeled there system fan. Let me see if I can zoom Yeah, system fan 4 and 5. It's 4 is the one at the bottom and 5 is the one on top. And now we're going to go ahead and CORSAIR CXM modular ATX power supply, which means you don't need. It doesn't come with a lot of these cables that you might not need connected. You can connect them yourself, so you don't have so many cable clutter.
There's a smell to it.
Yeah, right. Smells like expenses. I'm also very jealous of this because my power supply is my old one. It's a 750 watt, but it's my older one from like 7 years ago from my first PC.
Okay because it's saving money, honey.
So this is why it's modular, because you can add more peripherals. More peripherals to it here.
That
Peripheries. This one is going to be for our main power. That's going to power the motherboard, and this I believe is going to power our GPU. We're also going to add one more connection to power our SSD, and we should be golden.
Pony boy. Stop.
We're gonna need one of these. Oh no, it's for the CPU power. Way to cut. Yeah, it's up there. Sure, so this. So this is gonna be for the CPU. This is gonna be for the motherboard. And these. Oh my god! I was like, wow, we hit a. Yeah, no.
Damn it.
I've been watching a lot of Bitwit. So Kyle.
Ha.
And wifey sauce, as you call her. Thank you. I think even my girlfriend knows him at this point.
I do.
I also watch a lot of Tech Source. So he does a lot of crazier builds. Well, not crazier, but he does a lot of crazy builds, and he hits a lot of rough spots. And his videos are like, okay, it's already been a week, and I had to order a new part for this, and I'm like, oh my god, I can't do that.
See, we could do that. I mean,
No, I can't do that. I'm not there yet. So Edgar from Tech Source and Kyle from Bitwit, thank you guys. But I do have 2 8-pins that I'm going to use to power the Sapphire Nitro Radeon R9 Fury that we have here. Thank God. Okay.
Oh my goodness. Did you see that, y'all?
Forget it, Shorty. You already know too much.
He's driving up with
Greg
his...
is like, we're not going to mention this ever again. And the girl's like, well, you just mentioned it, Greg.
Well, you just mentioned
and he's like, starting now. Stupid bitch, man. And then Shorty comes in and he's like, what's he be talking about? And then his brother's like,
Forget it, Shorty.
Forget it, Shorty. You already know too much.
Technically, it's not his brother in the movie, but... No.
They're not brothers in the movie? No. Oh, it's Brenda's brother.
No. Too much.
Yeah, so. Alright, that goes in there like so. And then we're gonna route the CPU. That goes in there.
Like such.
That is your CPU power connector. This is your power motherboard power connector. I don't know why the motherboard requires so much energy, but maybe because it's powering all these little doohickeys. So this is the HD audio, right?
Yes.
See it? Yeah, and that's gonna go right here. This one. As you can see, there's one of the holes are blocked off, so it only goes in one way because one of the pins are missing. So just kind of match it. Boom, that's done.
Smoothly.
And correct me if I'm wrong in the chat below or in the comments below, but your power switch and your power LED go here, and there's like a little instruction thing right there on the motherboard that tells you what configuration they go in.
What the heck?
This one up here. Yeah. Tells you how it's a little schematic for how these down here a little lower go. I went ahead and installed the SSD to the mounting bracket that comes built into the back part of the PC case. It's really easy. They just kind of hook in on these pieces. Again, going back to the power supply back here, you're gonna need one of these wires in the modular case. I'm not sure what they're called, but they're power cords for the SSD. Miss CAN'tPickaName is in the back laughing. These are where your SATA ports go. These are all SATA ports here. The bottom one is SATA port 1. And I want to show you, look at it at an angle. You can see that they're stacked. Yeah, right there. See, they're stacked. So this bottom one is SATA port 1, then 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So this SATA port will go on I think you can put it in any one. I'm gonna put it in one. And then in the BIOS, when you're setting it up, you'll it's not working, it goes this way. That could also be wrong. Okay, yeah. So go like that, it'll snap right in.
Ooh, nice.
And that's good to go. So now our SATA has power. And we can also run our GPU power cords. GPU is going to run here on this reinforced PCIe slot. Oh my god, it doesn't fit. Oh my god, it barely fits. There's the fan. Move these out of the way. Barely, dude.
You're lucky.
As usual.
You're very lucky.
Yeah, I did my homework on it, and these things are never 100%.
They sure aren't. They sure aren't, Ken.
No, they're not, Ken. But you are, Ken. So once you line this up, make sure that the outside fangs of the GPU are not pushing out like this. Make sure they go in between the motherboard and the case itself. Make sure they line up here with the screw holes. And then if you come over here and turn that light on again, sorry, you're gonna push in on this PCIe port, and this is gonna click in or break.
Oh my god, that sounds horrible.
Yeah, it does. So that's in. That's what she said.
Sandy.
So as you can see, it's two 8-pin connectors. Don't be afraid if your power supply comes with a 6-pin and an additional 2-pin. They kind of connect. It's not Lego perfect, but they connect. And if you just kind of hold them together,
It's like a car seat thing.
it's like a, yeah.
You have to hold them together so they can go together.
And then you push it in. I don't know what that is, but I push it in.
But I
anyway.
push it in anyways.
Just like that. And we are golden. Pony boy. I think we're good.
Okay, baby, go ahead.
So it worked. It wasn't that hard. Kind of happy with myself. I was only gonna spend like 30 minutes because I couldn't sleep. And it's already 3 a.m. and my head hurts, but we got the little boot screen on the first attempt. So PC seems to be running good. I did get a thing saying that the RAM sticks were running non-optimized.
It was in the wrong slots or some sort.
Yeah, but they are in the right slots around 1 and 3. So I don't know what that's about unless it's supposed to go on 2 and 4. I'll check the manual, but it's working. So thank you guys for watching. Hit that notification bell, comment, subscribe.
Thumbs up.